events are ready and you just relax and have fun. That is what we do on Okaplex. And today I'll be talking to you on how to close more sales. If you're planning an event, you're having a master class, you're having a webinar, you are having any virtual event out there, we have put in so much money and we have put in so much resources to put these events together. Like it takes so much time. I mean, lots of hard work, sometimes researching, sometimes we have to pay virtual assistants. There are lots of things we do to make a master class come to life. Sometimes we even have to advertise on Facebook. We have to advertise on other places and all that. I mean, we put in so much resources, and that is why, as a business owner, you want to mass out your webinars. You want to make the most out of them because you have invested all this money. You have put in all these efforts. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot to put up a training, right? And there are lots of things we do. If you're out there, if you do webinars, you do virtual events, masterclass, any of this, you agree with me that it's a lot to bring these prospects in. I mean, what we are doing is we bring these prospects in, and once they come in, we want to close them the most. We want the maximum of closures. We want to close as many prospects that come to our webinars, that comes to our masterclass and virtual classes. We want to close as many as we can. And there are strategies to do this. I know most times most people are like, we have the emailing list. I know most times we make them opt in into a payment, an email list where we go out there, we just send series of emails to follow up, to talk to them, to connect with them. I mean, to stay in focus with them. I know we have lots of these things in place that we do, but what I just want to say is that there are lots of forces working against us with this. I mean, when I'm talking about that, I mean like the mailing system. The mailing system is so much working hard against our efforts. Like, if you see, like, when I mean mailing system is something like Gmail, like the Hotmail, like most of those servers that deliver those messages, they kind of work so hard to to bring down our effort. It's like they are pushing back. Because what I'm saying is, when you go out there and you do all these things and you put everything out there, you'll find out that most times your mails are not being delivered. They are being delivered to the junk mail. And when they get to the junk mail, these people most times don't see your mailing. They don't see your email. They don't see what you have out there. They don't see... I mean, sometimes it just lost there because now they've opened the first one. They've opted in. They've taken the free stuff you want them to take. Probably is... you wanted them to take an ebook or something. They've downloaded it. And sometimes they've come to your masterclass. They've come to your webinar. They've come to whatever... they've come to whatever you want them to come into, to opt into. So they've opted into those things, and I mean, some of them unsubscribe. Like, after they've opted in, they've downloaded, unsubscribe. I had an issue like that just recently. That was just last week, because I have my opt-in. I have my event planning checklist, and if you want the event planning checklist, put it in the comment section. I will give it to you. It's called Event Planning Checklist for Businesses. That's something I put together for planning an event for business owners. If they want to put up any conferences or things like that, virtual events, I just put a checklist to help them, and some event ideas they could do to just boost their businesses, because events are one of those things that help you boost your business. It's one of those things that help you grow your business fast. It helps put you out there very fast. It creates that exposure for you. It creates that credibility for you, and it also brings in the income faster for you, because I mean that is a marketing strategy that works very well, and that is what I incorporate into my business, and that is what I do. Like you all know, that is what I do, right? So that is it. So like I was saying, I put this together and everything, and the person opt-in, they downloaded, and I saw somebody unsubscribe. That's where I'm coming to. So we have people doing that. They just get in and they unsubscribe, and that is the same thing they do with the webinars, they do with masterclass. When we bring them into it, they opt in, and once they get what they want, some of them unsubscribe, and that is it. So what I'm saying is, when they come for your master class, if you're doing a master class or you're doing a webinar, when they come, try as much as possible to connect with them, network with them, and close as much as you can. There is a strategy I use, and that is what I work with my clients with. I do it for businesses. Like if you're a business owner, you don't have the time, and you are like, I don't have the time, just go ahead and do it for me. I work with the person, we set up the webinar, the mastermind, and we go ahead and we implement. But if they are like, oh, I want to learn how to do it, and so that I will be implementing it in my own distance, I have the time to learn, and I have the time to be implementing it myself. So I teach it, and I have a link up there for you to enroll. If you want to learn and you want to go implementing it, there's a link up there. Just go ahead and enroll for the class and come learn how to do it. So when you are doing an event, what you should focus on is after you've done the master class, you've done whatever event, virtual event you have done. This is also applicable to live events. All you need to do is you want to network with these people that come for your events. I mean, this is done more live events. When you see people organize live events, after the event, you'll see some of the people, if they have questions, they stay back to ask the speaker's question. They stay back to connect more with the guest speakers, with the host, the person that organized the event. They want to learn more. They want to understand. Sometimes they have questions to ask. And sometimes too, they want to interact more with other business owners or with other people that come there. If you go for an event like myself, that go for an event, you know that sometimes we go for an event, especially if you are business owners, we go for an event to network. We go for an event to build that connection. We go for an event to start up that connection that will lead to sales, that might lead to referrals, or might lead to collaboration. You know, we want to grow our businesses, so we go for events. So this is more seen in the live events, but what I found out that is lacking in the virtual events, and I incorporate it into virtual events. So these strategies, if you're having an event and you want to close more, there's the strategy we use is to help you build your network. So what we do is we help you warm up. You have to warm up your prospects, people that have come to your webinar. I mean, somebody has signed up to come for your webinar. There is something of interest to them. That is why they signed up to come. If they were not interested, if it's not their area, I mean, they wouldn't bother to sign up and all that. There are some trainings I see, because it's not in my area, I don't bother to sign up. Let's say, for instance, somebody is doing a training on in the oil and gas industry. I mean, even though if it's free, even though if it's like win something, I mean, it doesn't concern me. I'm not going to go. I'm not going to enroll, right? So I'm not even going to like go for the training. But if it's somebody is doing something that has to do with events, most probably I will enroll, right? Because that is my area. So if you're out there and you're putting up these webinars and you're doing all these things, and people are enrolling for it, that means there is something they have found of interest in you. They want to follow up and they want to learn. That means they're interested. So And for the fact that you have invested so much, hi, thanks for tuning in. For the fact that you have invested so much to set up this webinar, you need to get as much sales from it as possible. And that is why you need to use these strategies of, it's called WED. You want to warm them up, you want to engage with them, and you want them to make the decision. So how do you do all these things? That you have to do, and that is what I walk you through in the class. Like I said earlier, the link to enroll in the class is up there. Enroll in the class, and I'm going to walk you through how to make this happen for you, how to make your virtual events. I mean, webinars, as much as they are like 45 minutes events, and they are like, some people have as many as 200 people, some people have like 50 people, you have like 10 people come for your webinars. How many of them, like, let us talk, how many of these people that come to your webinar, that come to your events, it could be masterclass, how many of them do you close that buy from you right away? Can you do the math for me? How many of them at the end of the event they don't buy from you? What if there's a strategy out there that can help you connect more with these people that don't buy? And that way you sell more, because you want to network with them. You want to find out what their challenges are. You want to, like I said, for somebody to come for your training, for somebody to come to your this thing, there's a reason why they are there, right? So you want to find out from them why they are there, what are their challenges, what is it like. I always say, people want to connect with people. People come to your trainings, people come to your webinars because there's this connection. Either they want you to help them solve a problem, or there's a connection between two of you. There's an interest, there's a common interest. They're interested in what you're doing. You people have a common interest, right? Alternatively, you complement. There's a complementary effort. You complement one another. They looked at it. So for you as a business owner, won't it be nice? Won't it be like I mean, let's say you are leaving half of the people off. What about this half of people that you're leaving up? What if you close more of those just by using these 3 simple strategies? They are simple. You need to warm them up, you need to engage with them, and you need to get that decision. Why I tell people to get the decision is this. Like I said earlier, most people rely a lot on emails. I'm going to go out there and send out the emails. I'm going to go out there and connect with them. I'm going to keep on sending. I have my broadcast of emails. Series of emails I've already set up. I have the sales funnel. I have them. I understand how they work, right? You're going to go out there and you're going to I have all these things. I'm just going to go out there and put all this out. But the challenge I have is that they might opt in. So you lose them. And then your email, like I said earlier, they might not be opening it and it starts going to their junk. So now what happens? You've lost them in the webinar. All you have to now do is go set up another set of webinars and do it. I mean, doing webinars are very good. That is what I teach, and that is what I encourage my clients to do, to use events to grow their businesses. Like I said, events are a very effective way to build your business. If you're on here, you're a business owner, you're not doing an event, if you want to really make your event grow faster, you want to expand fast, you want that exposure, I encourage you to start doing events. It could be just download my event checklist for businesses. See the kind of different ideas. I put different ideas of things you can do, and it also depends on what it is for your business. So there are different things you can do. For somebody that is into fashion, for example, if your business is fashion, you can decide to do a weekly fashion show. I mean, you don't have to go to New York Fashion Week to do a weekly fashion show. You can do mini fashion show for your audience I mean, you already have an audience. These are things that might interest them. They want to come and see what is the latest, how to dress, how to put the dress, how to do dress combinations, how to do color combinations. Those are the things your audience might want to see. So you might just start up a weekly event, a weekly show on putting on different cloth combinations or different color combinations that goes with whatever you're doing. So you can just go ahead and start that, and that way you're going to put yourself out there and you're going to start getting more people seeing what you're doing and more of your business, and you'll be closing more sales, and that is going to help expand your business very fast. Like I said, so those are the things you do with events. So, but for you to close more sales, for you, even as you're doing these events, for you to close more sales, you need to use the strategy of warming them up, engaging with them, and then making them make the decision. And what I said about the decision, that you need to make them make the decision, is because some of these people, at the end of the event, you lose them. You don't continue with them, you lose them, and that means you've lost out of that. So you don't have any connection anymore with them. But you want them to like make the decision. You want them to know. You want to know from upfront, are they in or are they out? And what I do with my clients when we do this strategy, when I work with them, I want them to fill up, I help them to fill up their calendars. We kind of fill up their calendars from these events, so that they need to know, the clients need to know either they are going to work with them or they are not going to work with them. But we want them to take that decision, and then we see where to put them. Once the decision is made, we have a place. If the decision is yes, you channel them this way. If the decision is no, you channel them this way. So you want to still keep on networking and building your business and all that. So all this we do. So if you're on there and you have a business and you do virtual events like the webinars, like the masterclass, any virtual event at all that you bring in people together and you want to close more sales, we need to chat. Just send me an inbox. But I have a link. I have a training coming up actually. There's a link to the training. Just enroll in the training and you come learn. If you want to learn and go do it on your own, you come learn. But if you're like, you don't have the time, you just want somebody to do it for you, then send me a message. Let's talk. And I will work with you from the onset, from when you start planning out the webinar, so that I will let you know the kind of things to incorporate into your webinar from the onset. We set up all those things so that by the time you now put the webinar out, the whole thing starts rolling. Then before the webinar, we set out the different ways we are going to help you warm up your prospects. We are going to help you keep them engaged, and we are going to help you fill up your calendar at the end of your event so that you close more sales. Our target is to help you close more sales, and that is what we do for our clients. We help them close more sales with the strategies we use. So if you have any question, please put it in the comment section. I will get to it. I can't see the questions from my phone here. I can't see any question, but at the end of this, I'm going to come back and I'm going to look at it, and then we can talk more, we can chat, and we can go on and build our businesses. We can just close more sales and build our businesses out there. Thank you for viewing, and have a good day. Bye now.